Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be learning about the 7 continents. Maybe you've heard of some of them. North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, Antarctica. Maybe there's some that you've heard of. Maybe you couldn't have named them all on your own, and that's okay. There's a few videos on here for you to watch, the geography song as well as this video here. When you're done, there's also a 7 continent song. All of those videos should kind of help you to learn some of those continents. And there's some practice where you can click and drag where that continent is. For example, here's North America. You should be able to do that with your finger and drag it to where it belongs. Here, what you'll do is you'll click and drag the picture to where it belongs to the word. Let's get to some learning first, though. Globes. A globe is a world map in the shape of a, here's my globe. Oh, it started to deflate. All right, we're all set. So, what shape is this? If you think of a 3D object, what shape is it? Well, it's closest to a sphere. Sphere is a weird word because it sounds like a sound at the beginning, but there's no F in the word. Sphere is S-P-H-E-R-E, sphere. The PH also can make an F sound. A globe is round because, well, so is our Earth. Globes and maps are similar because they both show places. And finally, globes and maps are different because one is a sphere and the other is flat. I'll give you a second to go ahead and make sure you have those notes. Pause if you need more time. But here we have the world again. But hey, it sure doesn't look like this. That's pretty different, right? Yet those shapes look pretty similar. Here we have South America, and down there you have South America. They kind of look the same. Let's go ahead and look at maps. So a map, a way to represent the land around us. And maps are important because they help us get places, right? They help us find our way. So I have seen a map used. Think of a time you've seen a map used. For example, did you ever use Google Maps to find your way? Maybe you had an actual map in the car that you used to help you find your way to a new location. Go ahead and write your own answer here. I also want you to come up with your own answer here. If we didn't have maps, then, so if we didn't have maps, then what do you think would happen, or what would be different? Go ahead and write down your answer. All right. If you haven't watched the 2 videos, the geography song, as well as this one here, go ahead and take a moment, pause this video, and go watch those ones. Then come back when you're ready. Hey, welcome back. We're going to talk here about the equator and the prime meridian. So the equator, as we click and drag, shows side to side on the Earth. It's this dashy line on mine, if you can see that. It's an imaginary line that divides our Earth into the north and the south hemispheres. So the northern hemisphere is everything in the world that is above this line towards my ceiling. And everything below this line is the southern hemisphere towards the ground. Now, the prime meridian is kind of like the opposite. It goes up and down. And the prime meridian is right here. Oops, right here. Okay. Ooh, my fingers. There we go. Okay. And it goes up and down on the Earth. Okay. It splits the Earth into the east and the western hemispheres. We'll talk more about north, south, east, and west in a few days. So let's look which one is the northern hemisphere. Go ahead and mark which of these with the star shows the northern hemisphere. What about the southern hemisphere? Eastern? Western? Don't worry if this still gives you trouble. We're going to work on this slide again when we start working on cardinal directions. Now that you've had time to do that, make sure you pause the video and watch the 7 Continents song. When you're all finished, go ahead and work on the continents and oceans and vocabulary match number 3. You can go ahead and pause this video until you're done watching the video and completing those 2 slides. All done? Great. All right, let's work on the finish early slide. If you finish early and you still have some time and you have no other assignments that you need to be working on, go ahead and extend your learning. We're here till 3:30. So if you finish slides through 1 through 5, you're going to click here, the Worldometers Geography 7 Continents. You're going to learn here all about the continents and different, it'll take you to a new slide. Apparently it's not showing in this video. You'll learn more about the continents, and that'll help you do this slide. Here you'll click and drag the name of the continent to match with how big it is, how large in miles it is. Then you'll go ahead and click population. You'll find the one that has the population that matches how big it is. So you'll want to first do all of the continents before you put in the populations. Done with all that? And you still have time? You're a rock star. Go ahead and sort the major countries into the continent where they're located. If you go back here to slide number 10, there's another slide that's countries of the world. You'll see tabs on the left to see the countries that are found in that continent. You finished that too? Well, go ahead and click on this picture and you can find the slide for map puzzle. You can go ahead and put together a puzzle of the world map. See how you do. All right, great job, everybody. See you tomorrow.